We're back.
We're back.
Mike Wazowski.
Fuck, we're back.
Ah, you're fucked. Hey,
All right.
Peter. Hey, Peter.
Closing
Alright,
argument.
climax.
Okay.
So, Jiro gets the stuff together. There's Celeste.
There's Celeste. Hi, Celeste.
And what does Celeste see?
Celeste saw the tracksuit, correct?
Celeste saw... I think that, but let's look at the other stuff first.
It's none of this.
Yeah, I think it is her with the blue.
There's nothing else it could
Yep,
be.
yep, it's everything.
Yep.
Alright,
And
bye-bye.
then she's like, whoops! Gotta put that shit away. Bye-bye! Ah!
We're saying she still.
Oh, right, right.
I forgot.
That's...
Yeah.
I remember I gave my... It feels weird to say he.
It does, it does.
Like, I know that that's how the game presents it. And you said that it's because...
We're on a timer.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, it's, yeah.
Whatever.
So
This is not a Ben Shapiro struggling to misgender people thing. Don't worry. Well, as possible as it is not to worry.
Chihiro entered the boys' room. Chihiro used his handbook.
Is that Chihiro's hand?
I don't know. Yeah, it is, because the killer's hand is gray.
You're right.
He used his handbook. He walked inside. There you
Yep. Walked into the boys' restroom. Yo!
go. Hey, Mondo!
Oh, my day was bullshit.
Yeah, it
How was
fucking
yours,
weird.
Mondo? And then... Well, it didn't have blood on it.
Locks the door, closes the door.
Nope. That's... What the fuck is that?
That's...
Oh no, that might be the fake one.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
That... I don't know.
Drew a dick in blood.
Yeah.
Picked it up.
Yep.
Walked over. Hey!
Bam.
Bonk!
Bloody dumb. Bell? No.
Well, it's not on the ground.
Oh, blood on the poster.
Blood on the poster. Splatter. Thunk. Oh, shit. Whoa. Gotta clean that up.
Yep.
Gotta,
Another carpet on it thing. Is there?
I don't see one.
Clean that up.
I think it's...
No, because that's putting the poster up.
Okay.
We can come back to this one.
Yeah. Upsy daisy. There's the thing right there. Boop. Goes into...
Girls' locker room.
But how the fuck...
Yep. If it's
Oh,
not-
right. Stole a... The killer stole an e-handbook from one of the dead girls. Set him down.
Ooh.
Woof, woof. And then the poster was already up in there.
Oh, okay. Alright, so that is moved. That is...
It's either there or there.
Yeah. Well, what else would be there?
I don't know. What the
Well-
fuck is that?
What's the letter? Yeah, I don't think the letter had any floors anymore. Oh, wait. There's another poster. That goes first. I
Oh,
think.
that goes there.
Yeah. So he's taking the poster down and then
And then-
putting the poster up.
Yeah, but this is before he goes into the girls' room. This is him putting the body down.
Yep.
But then the poster is already there.
Just go to the right. I don't know if that's actually the girls' locker room door. That might be him putting the poster up.
That's a good point.
Maybe.
Because him putting the poster...
Shall we thin some shit out with Byakuya? Because we know the deal with Byakuya.
Yeah.
We know what he shows up and
Byakuya
goes,
comes in,
"Eh."
he's like...
This is before he ties him up. Byakuya with the extension cord.
Yep.
And then Byakuya writing the shit on the wall.
Yep. Because it's already written there. And then... The killer throws his e-handbook away? Oh. Killer tries the door. It's locked. Gets out one of the dead girl's things, swipes it, door opens.
Is it... Where is this?
That's the pool. No, that's not the pool. I don't know where that is.
Because it's not one of the locker rooms.
That might be a red card.
Maybe.
Well, then what's